Check out your news in number $17.5 million. That's how much money the Author M. Blank Family Foundation awarded the Atlanta BeltLine partnership. The money will support the development of Westside Park. To date, the foundation has committed more than $18 million to efforts around parks. The first phase is set to open next year. Westside Park will eventually become the largest green space in Atlanta. Can't wait to check it out. 9 celebrities have stepped up to donate money to combat the raging wildfires in the Amazon rainforest. Big names like Vanessa Hudgens and Leonardo DiCaprio have pledged money to Amazon relief efforts. DiCaprio alone put up $5 million through his environmental initiative called Earth Alliance. Hey, Leslie Jones is leaving Saturday Night Live after 5 seasons to pursue other projects. The longtime cast member initially joined the show as a writer and later became a full-time cast member in 2014. Jones has a real packed schedule, no shortage of jobs there. A Netflix comedy special is coming up and several roles, including Coming to America 2, filming right here in the ATL.